We asked 847 women over 50 which body parts they notice most when looking at men over 60. The third answer on the list surprised me. Before you jump to conclusions about chest or shoulder size, pause and reflect. The fourth item on this list is something 91% of men completely ignore. While this subtly demonstrates your genuine interest, it's often superficial. Most men don't realize this until it's too late. I'll explain the 5 points, highlighting their importance after age 60, and show you what women specifically focus on. The fifth point might seem obvious at first glance, but the underlying reason can completely change how you approach presenting yourself to your audience. That's why your body structure reveals a lot about your masculinity even before you think about it. The fifth part of your body is your posture, how straight your spine is throughout the day. I know this might not seem like a familiar part of the body, but bear with me because it's something women notice even before they look at your face. 72% of the women we spoke to said that a man's posture reflects his lifestyle more than his physical appearance. When you're standing in line at a coffee shop, getting out of a car, or walking in a parking lot, women silently observe your entire body. Are your shoulders slumped forward for no reason? Is your head tilted forward? Does your whole body appear to be hunched inward? After age 60, posture can deteriorate rapidly if neglected. Women will be acutely aware of this change in their eyes and faces. It's perfectly normal. They're not comparing you to a 25-year-old. Rather, they're implicitly asking another question. Is this man still active in his life, or is he starting to give up? That's the message his behavior is conveying. It's the difference between strength and submission. I've seen men with impressive physiques, broad shoulders, and powerful arms spending hours in the gym, yet they move as if the world has completely worn them down. Their heads are hunched forward, their upper backs arched, and their entire presence quietly proclaims, "I'm tired and exhausted." Then there's the average man, who might have a bit of extra weight around his midsection, but he stands tall. His chin is straight, his chest is erect, and he moves as if he still commands the space around him. Which of these two men do you think you're really looking at for a moment? The perception gap is vast. Women instinctively receive a signal that you're either still vibrant and energetic or mentally and physically exhausted. At 60, 65, or 70, there's no point in hiding behind a youthful appearance. Your body structure will tell you immediately. The good news is, this isn't something you're born with, and it has nothing to do with your height or bone structure. Instead of letting your posture and movements gradually deteriorate, choose to control them. Make a conscious effort to stand up straight. Gently pull your shoulders back and keep your head aligned with your spine. It may seem simple, but most men underestimate the power of this change at first glance. Then comes something even more important and revealing than most realize. Your hands are the most trusted part of your body. They are the fourth most important part of your body. I'm not talking about size or strength, but the overall condition of your hands, nails, skin, and basic self-care habits. Women often describe their hands as the most secretive part of their bodies because of their ability to conceal so much. You can wear clothes that cover your stomach, style your hair to hide delicate areas, or choose glasses that accentuate your features. But hands are often left as they are, and that's what makes them reveal so much. After the age of 60, signs of aging appear in posture and body language, and the hands are often the first to show. Blood vessels become more visible, skin changes occur, and wrinkles and age spots appear. All of this is normal and expected. The real question for women isn't whether their hands look young, but whether they pay attention to the small details or what they see in the mirror. Hand care takes no more than a minute a week. Trimming and filing your nails, pushing back cuticles, and basic grooming are all you need. Yet, most men completely neglect it. Honestly, I once went on a date, and one guy told me he'd never look at my hands again. Not because his were dirty or because he was unemployed. Well-groomed hands are undoubtedly attractive. Nail polish resulting from weightlifting, muscle building, or strenuous physical activity can indicate activity and skill, which is a positive sign. Neglected nails, dry or cracked hands, and patches of skin that haven't been touched in months send a completely different message, suggesting a man who doesn't pay attention to detail. If he neglects something so obvious and easily fixed, what else is he missing in life? There's a huge difference. Hard-working, clean hands convey a positive message, while neglected hands convey a negative one. Many men mistakenly believe that excessively polished hands give a false impression. If your hands are too perfect, it might suggest that you're putting in too much effort or seeking the approval of others. Women are immediately disappointed. The ideal balance lies in simplicity, cleanliness, orderliness, and attention to detail. Nothing extravagant or over the top, just a sign that you're still in control. At this stage of your life, you're acutely aware of the importance of small details. Your career has taught you this, and so have your relationships. There's no point in ignoring what women notice when you shake their hands or present them with a menu. The third part of your body is closely linked to strength, and 84% of women surveyed ranked it more important than muscle mass. That part is your neck and jawline. Before you think this is something you can't change, hold on a second. It's not about maintaining that sharp jawline you had in your 30s. Women understand aging. We know exactly what women in their 60s, 60s, and 70s look like. The goal isn't perfection, but rather making a conscious effort to show that you're still taking care of yourself. After 60, fat naturally accumulates under the chin, skin loses elasticity, and neck muscles weaken. This is normal for everyone. The difference is that some men experience this issue, while others take proper care of themselves. Women notice this change from the start. There's a clear difference between a jawline that's in harmony with the neck and a neck that maintains its shape and one that's about to disappear. We're not looking for youth, but for self-control. The first thing people see is your face, and the last thing they see is your face too. Genetics plays a role. Some men naturally store fat around their necks, while others have a stronger jawline, but persistence always pays off. Total body fat percentage is more important here than anywhere else. Losing just 2.3 kilograms is enough to strengthen your jawline. Losing 5 kilograms is enough to get back the figure you thought you'd lost forever. You don't need a protruding belly. All you need is a healthy neck. Strength training exercises are beneficial, especially compound exercises that engage the back muscles. Deadlifts, rows, and pull-ups, when performed correctly, strengthen the muscles that support your neck and posture. Your neck posture is directly related to your overall posture. If your head is constantly tilted forward, your neck will lose its balance. When your head aligns with your spine, your jaw will return to its natural position. You have an advantage at this stage of life, unlike in your youth. You understand the meaning of discipline. You've built a successful career, started families, and shouldered significant responsibilities. It simply requires the same sustained effort now. And that takes time. A real, noticeable change usually happens after 3 to 6 months. This period passes anyway, so you can choose to move forward rather than backward. Take Marcus, for example. At 67, he lost 10 pounds in 4 months and added neck stretches and posture exercises to his daily routine. It wasn't dangerous. Within a month of reaching his ideal weight, 3 women approached him at a major arts event. He literally said, "I didn't realize how much I was missing out on until I saw the difference." Now let's talk about something many men underestimate, but women always notice: your arms. The second most visible part of your body is your arms, and this often surprises people. Yes, your arms. They're present in almost every social situation. Short sleeves are common, and when you stretch or open doors, the sleeves roll up. Women always notice the size of your arms, and we interpret that very differently. Most men don't expect this. Many of them spend hours doing weightlifting and push-ups to strengthen their arms and shoulders, which isn't really a priority for them. At the same time, arm strength is often overlooked. This is a backward mentality. Women don't appreciate the appearance of strong arms. We need to be appreciated. Arm strength signifies usefulness, skill, and power. Can you easily lift something? Can you fix something? Can you easily accomplish physical tasks? It's confidence. This instinct is ingrained in us. This represents functional strength, and it's most evident in the arms compared to anywhere else. A common mistake men make in gyms is relying on isolated exercises, such as wrist curls. These exercises may seem beneficial, but they don't achieve the desired result. What builds strong, impressive arms isn't short, repetitive exercises, but rather the regular use of arms in everyday life. In carrying heavy grocery bags, moving things around the house, gardening, wearing a farmer's coat, or even just holding onto a stick as long as your grip allows. These everyday tasks require consistent grip strength. This effort forces your arms to adapt and gain more strength over time. The effort you put in will actually develop your arm muscles in ways that machines can't. Even more exciting is that after age 60, your arm muscles respond to exercise better than any other visible muscle group. You don't experience the same hormonal changes that hinder chest or upper arm muscle growth later in life. Grip strength depends heavily on nerve signals and muscle coordination. Both systems remain highly trainable well into their 70s and beyond. Another reason is the prominence of blood vessels. Bodybuilders don't want overly prominent veins, but naturally defined veins indicate strength and health. This type of vascular prominence subtly suggests vitality, healthy circulation, and physical fitness, and it's immediately noticeable. Women notice this more than most men do. Often, a man's biceps are more attractive than his face. There's a certain allure to strong, muscular arms. This isn't governed by logic or a set of criteria. It's an instinctive reaction based on the perception of strength and power. What surprises most men about their physique and strength is that achieving this look doesn't require a specific exercise program. When you regularly lift heavier weights, carry more objects, and rely on your arms for important tasks instead of constantly scrolling through your phone, your arms will become stronger and more defined without you even realizing it. Meanwhile, many men are preoccupied with the muscles they see in the mirror, their chests, abs, and arm muscles. They spend their time focusing on less important aspects of daily life, overlooking the body parts that women notice during casual interactions. Women, on the other hand, focus on signs of usefulness, competence, and engagement in life. Your arms tell a story without words. They silently recount your lifestyle and how involved you are. But the most important part of your body that clearly reflects your self-confidence is the one that's most easily overlooked. Your eyes and body language in general are a true mirror of how you see yourself, and this is precisely where many men unconsciously underestimate themselves. It's time to stop playing a supporting role. You have the intelligence, wisdom, and life experience you've gained through years of struggle. Now is the time to reflect your inner strength onto the world. It all starts with your eyes and the way you express yourself. They aren't just tools for seeing the world. They tell the world who you are. Your eyes reflect purpose, a sense of direction and inner peace. Change begins the moment you shift your perspective. Take control of your body language. Stand tall. Walk with confident steps. Move with the bearing of someone who knows their destination, even if it's not entirely clear. This quiet confidence radiates from your body and transforms how others perceive you. When you enter a room, you don't just enter. You send a message that you belong there and that you have value. This message is sent even before you say a word. And here lies a troubling notion that many men believe but rarely accept, the idea that it's too late to start. This belief is completely false. In fact, this is the perfect time to begin a new chapter in your life. You've had ample opportunity to define what's important and what's not. You've found your place. At 60, 65, or 70, you're not competing with others. Most people your age have stopped evolving. That's what sets you apart. This is your chance to continue excelling while others give up. Don't overthink every detail. Your age isn't your biggest obstacle, it's doubt. Banish that doubt immediately by committing to the work. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start with small last-minute changes and well-considered adjustments. Be prepared for conversations. Smile genuinely. Hold your head high. These aren't dramatic moves, but they send powerful signals. They show the world, and more importantly, yourself, that you're still engaged and capable. You still have something valuable to offer, and the truth deserves to be seen. Remember this well. You've had experiences that most people haven't. You've lived a full life. You've been constantly learning, and you've faced challenges that have shaped you. Instead of dwelling on the past, focus on the present. What awaits you now is what truly matters. Your core message is simple. Your eyes and their expressions reflect your self-respect. Take full responsibility. Live your life with purpose and awareness. Don't postpone this change. The time is now. It's been said before that most men your age have stopped growing. Now, the reason is clear. You're different because you chose not to stop. You're where you need to be. It's never too late. In many ways, this is the perfect stage in life to confidently and boldly take charge. You have learned that confidence is not perfection, but rather a powerful presence. It is a conscious and purposeful presence, taking your place without hesitation. Age is not a barrier. Hesitation is not a flaw, but an advantage. You have mastered the ability to perceive, deal with, and understand things, qualities that young people haven't attained for decades. You have overcome adversity and emerged stronger and wiser. Now it is time to harness this strength in the next important phase of your life. Lasting change depends not on strength, but on resilience and self-confidence. The signs you display, your posture, your hands, your jaw, your arms, and your facial expressions clearly reflect your inner confidence. But outward appearances are only part of the story. Women also pay attention to deeper, more subtle things. This is another reason why men who accept aging quietly are different from those who use it as a source of power. It's often behavioral and can be instantly altered through your voice, your speaking pace, and your tone. Many describe it as a command signal. No matter how strong your posture, if your voice is too low, too fast, or too low at the end of a sentence, this signal weakens after age 60. Many men, subconsciously, speak too softly, too quickly, or too clearly. This is rarely due to physical decline, but more often the result of years of hesitation, procrastination, or a belief that their words are worthless. This habit immediately triggers feelings of insecurity or low self-esteem. Women notice it instantly. They don't want aggression or rigidity. They are drawn to mental presence. A calm, balanced, and soothing voice fills the room without being overwhelming. Think of men you deeply respect. Leaders, decision makers, men with high self-esteem. Their voices have a quiet depth. They speak clearly, purposefully, and without haste. This alone is captivating.